those of you who don't know me, thanks so much for coming. And I live in Victoria here, and I'm friends with a lot of you guys. And we're playing you some new songs. I have a record that's called The Last of Our Mountains, and it's about 2 years old, and I'm looking forward to recording a new record at the end of the year here. And so a bunch of these songs will probably be on it, I guess. This one's called St. Columba. It's about the little town of Tofino, BC. Have you guys heard of it? Yeah. So when I tell you we were recently in America, which I like to call Canada's underpants. And usually people, you ask them if they have heard of Canada, and 5 people are like, yeah. And then if they're from Washington, you say, have you heard of Tofino? And one person puts their hand up and they're like, yeah, I think my parents went on their honeymoon there, or something like that. It's pretty classic. But the song's just about this little church, actually. It's called St. Columba's Anglican Church, and the story went that it was about 100 years ago. There's a reverend sent from England, and that's kind of like the mother of Canada. That's what I tell the Americans. And so there's this reverend sent with kind of the quest to find the most beautiful spot on all of Vancouver Island. And so he searched the whole island and settled on this little spot in Tofino, where on this little hill which overlooks the inlet, and it's this really beautiful view when it's sunny out. And this church sat there for about 100 years after it was built. And then a couple of years ago, there's a building called The Shore that was supposed to be built up on the other side of the road, and it's going to be about 5 stories tall. And it didn't really fit the architecture of the clapboard houses amongst it. It looks like it belongs in Kelowna or something, or the suburbs of Edmonton. I could keep on naming places, actually. The suburbs of Calgary, and Kamloops. It belongs on all the interstates in America. But yeah, this building was proposed to be built, and some of the little church ladies, they protested in their high-pitched church lady voices. But there was only 4 of them, so obviously they got drowned out by the developer man, right? And he's really angry, of course. And yeah, they said this new building would take away the view of this church. So you shouldn't build it there. But it got built anyhow and took away this view, and that's the end of the story. It's really sad. It is the end of the story. But I think so this song's just about the quest of this reverend searching for this beautiful spot. And I think this song just speaks to things that are kind of there for a while in our lives, or things that pass. Because I think sometimes we have a beautiful thing, or a beautiful person, or just something that's in our lives, and then sometimes kind of we move on, or it moves on, or time passes. So the song's called St. Columba. Go as far west as you can, through the evergreens, until your feet reach the sand, and only stop when you think your heart has found a piece of sacred ground. And buildings, a house on the most beautiful spot on the island.
with